Honey Boo Boo confronts Mama June about her missing money. Mama June and Honey Boo Boo's rift about finances are getting heated with every new episode. The latter was trying hard to collect money for her college admission. She has been a part of the limelight since she was a small child. Hence, the reality TV star has been expecting to have her money back, which she earned from years of hard work. Mama June blindsided Alana and Pumpkin about the Coogan account details since the start. She told them that Honey Boo Boo couldn't access the money till she turned 21. Still, the reality TV star wanted her mom to find a solution for withdrawing money. Finally, June shared the total amount of money of her daughter in the new episode. However, Alana confronted her mom about the missing money from her account. Mama June, Honey Boo Boo lashes out at Shannon over missing money. Mama June and Honey Boo Boo have been standing face to face about money in the latest episode. Previously, June admitted that she was lying to her daughter about the Coogan account. She told Alana that she could only withdraw the money after turning 21. Recently, E.T. shared a new sneak peek of the upcoming episode. In it, June was handing over the details of Alana's money to Pumpkin. Honey Boo Boo was allegedly saving all her money as a child actor in a Coogan account. June said, "That's the Masked Singer and part of the Dancing with the Stars money." However, Pumpkin was shocked to discover that the account contained only $33,000 so far. Mama June suddenly got defensive about the amount after her daughter grilled her about the money. She said, "I can't help that there's no more money." June explained that the state deducted 50% of taxes on Alana's money automatically. But Pumpkin wasn't buying the reason and felt no state takes up 50% of taxes from its citizens. Later, June came up with other excuses that the money was spent on Honey Boo Boo's bills. Mama June, Honey Boo Boo, accused her mom for stealing her money. June went ahead to state that Honey Boo Boo should be happy with a large amount of money, as most 18-year-olds start off with that amount. Moreover, Alana lost her calm and reminded her mom that she had been working since she was 6. Further, she added, "And now, I have what to show for it." Stay tuned to TV season and spoilers for more tea on Alana and June's rift about money and more Mama June news. After nearly 2 decades under the microscope of reality TV, Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson has spent most of her life entertaining the world. But behind the cheeky catchphrases and glittery costumes, a deeper, more painful narrative has been quietly unraveling. A story of growing up too fast, of misplaced trust, and now a shocking confrontation that has left her family in emotional chaos. According to insiders close to the Shannon family, the moment finally arrived. Alana confronted Mama June about her missing money, and the scene, while not captured by cameras, reportedly shook the very foundation of their already fractured relationship. No more sugarcoating. No more silence. Alana, now 19 and fully aware of her financial situation, or the disturbing lack thereof, demanded answers from the woman who once claimed to be her biggest protector. And what unfolded next may mark the point of no return for one of reality TV's most notorious families. The boiling point. For years, questions had lingered about where Alana's money went. Fans wondered how the young star, whose shows drew millions of viewers and lucrative brand deals, could possibly be left with so little financial security now that she's entering adulthood. Alana never received an official statement, a ledger, or even a clear answer. But the writing was on the wall. And after months of quiet investigation, guided by her sister Lauren Pumpkin Effard and financial advisors, Alana couldn't stay silent anymore. Her accounts didn't reflect the decade of work she put into the family franchise. She wasn't looking for a windfall, just the truth. That truth, however, was more elusive than she ever expected. Alana, typically composed and guarded in public, reportedly let her emotions flood out as she recounted years of being told not to worry about her finances, of being placated with vague reassurances, and of watching her mother make lavish purchases while her own future was left in limbo. The atmosphere was thick with emotion. June, confronted directly for the first time, was reportedly defensive, dismissive, and ultimately unwilling to offer a clear explanation. Instead of empathy or remorse, sources say she became evasive, deflecting blame, claiming confusion, and downplaying the seriousness of the situation. But Alana wasn't backing down. For the first time, she demanded transparency. not just as a daughter, but as a woman reclaiming her autonomy. A decade of her television career at just 6 years old, charming the country with her sassy southern drawl and larger-than-life confidence. From TLC's Toddlers and Cyrus to her family's spin-off, here comes Honey Boo Boo. She became a household name overnight. Endorsement deals, paid appearances, and reality TV royalties followed. But somewhere between her childhood stardom and her teenage years, the money trail grew cold. There were no formal trust funds or protected accounts. Everything was allegedly managed, or mishandled, by Mama June. Sources close to the situation say Alana believed she would have access to her earnings once she turned 18. But when she finally did, the truth was devastating. Instead of financial cushion to start her adult life, she found little more than a few scattered deposits and vague explanations. And that's when the heartbreak began to turn into righteous anger. Pumpkin Steps in Lauren Pumpkin Ifford has been more than just a sister. She's been a mother figure, a protector, and in this case, Alana's fiercest advocate. As the legal guardian of Alana during Mama June's addiction spiral, Pumpkin has watched firsthand how the family's dynamic crumbled and how Alana's innocence was repeatedly taken for granted. It was Pumpkin who helped Alana organize her financial records, reach out to attorneys, and begin piecing together the puzzle of her missing income. It was Pumpkin who stood by her during the emotional confrontation. And it is Pumpkin, according to insiders, who is now urging Alana to take further action if June continues to avoid accountability. Privately, Pumpkin has reportedly told close friends that she no longer believes June will take responsibility unless forced to by legal means. She's urging Alana to protect herself, not just emotionally, but legally. Mama June's response. While Mama June hasn't made any public statements about the alleged financial wrongdoing, her behavior since the confrontation has raised eyebrows. Instead of offering an apology or showing remorse, she has reportedly continued to distance herself emotionally from her daughters. Insiders say she's been telling others that the money was used for the family, suggesting she felt entitled to make decisions on behalf of everyone. But what's missing from that narrative is the acknowledgement that Alana, the child star whose face funded the family's lifestyle, never gave permission and never received a dime in return. June has been spotted continuing to live comfortably, making cosmetic upgrades, going on vacations, and engaging with her fan base as though nothing is wrong. For Alana, this apparent lack of concern is the most painful betrayal of all. It's not just about the money. It's about the complete absence of accountability, love, and remorse from the one person who should have protected her. The ripple effects. The confrontation has left the family more divided than ever. Alana, though empowered by speaking her truth, is emotionally raw. She's reportedly taking time for herself, distancing from the drama, and focusing on healing. Pumpkin is continuing to support her while managing her own household, including her young children, and balancing the fallout of yet another Shannon family scandal. Jessica and Anna, the older sisters, are reportedly torn. They sympathize with Alana and understand her pain but feel helpless as the family continues to splinter. June remains at the center of the chaos, silent, defensive, and surrounded by enablers who refuse to hold her accountable. But those around her say she knows the storm is coming, even if she refuses to admit it. And if Alana decides to go public with her story, or pursue legal action, it could be the end of Mama June's already fragile public image. A hard-earned awakening. Alana's confrontation with her mother isn't just a dramatic moment. It's a symbol of something larger. For years, she played the role of the adorable mascot, the comic relief, the bright spot in a family riddled with dysfunction. But now she's stepping into her power. She's demanding answers. She's asking the questions no one else would. And she's doing it not for fame or drama, but for closure, for justice, and for the young girl she once was who didn't know she could say no. In many ways, this confrontation marks a turning point, not just in her relationship with June, but in her entire identity. Alana is no longer the Honey Boo Boo of yesteryear. She's a young woman, a survivor, and possibly a symbol for other child stars whose childhoods were spent performing without protection. What comes next? The fallout is still unfolding. Alana has not yet announced whether she'll pursue legal action, but insiders say she's keeping her options open. She's been in communication with legal advisors, therapists, and mentors, building a support system not centered around fame, but around truth and wellness. Privately, she's begun journaling her story, possibly laying